is January 4th, 2021, a start of a new week, and we are ready for it. Welcome into the Early Edge, the only daily sports betting podcast that is in your feed before 11 a.m. every single day, 7 days a week, 365. We are powered by SportsLine, and we do it all in 10 minutes or less. Alita, Darth, and the clock starts right now. I am the coach, and we got to have to start the show by apologizing that we made all of you last night sit through that Washington-Philadelphia game. However, we did get two big prop bets out of it. Thank you, Logan Thomas. Thank you, Zach Ertz. But a great man once said on the show, it's all about what we do next. And now with the NFL regular season in the rear view, it's time to go three wide. Run the three-man weave. All hoops, all the time today, and we've got the best cappers. Look at this beautiful screen. Let's go right below me. He's a DFS wizard. We call him N Squared. He's also the owner of the official mascot of the show, Chief. Mike McClure, good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Got Chief waiting on deck here. He's definitely going to make an appearance. He usually jumps in when he hears a play that he really likes too, so we'll see if that happens.
Very good. We can't wait to see him. Upper right-hand corner. Do not let the boyish good looks fool you. He's a savage when it comes to handicapping basketball. Mike Barner, Mr. B, good morning.
Good morning. I've been told I have a face for radio, so thanks for the boyish good looks comments.
And then in the bottom right-hand corner, he's our rock. He's our guy. He's the person that we go to. He's the maestro, Larry Hartstein. Larry, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. Every capper had 2-1 or better yesterday, so let's keep it rolling.
It's all about finding a groove, and that's what we're doing. So here we go. We're going to the NBA for our first game of the day. Kings. -2.5, that according to our good friends at William Hill. The total at 232, a 10 Eastern tip, so it's late tonight. Mr. B, we're going to start with you. Now, last night, Steph Curry, he scored 62. What will he have for the Warriors tonight? What do you like in this game?
Yeah, this one's going to be worth staying up late for. I got the Kings -2.5. The big key here is Curry played 36 minutes last night. This is going to be the second game of a back-to-back set and the third game in the last 4 days for the Warriors. So there's a chance that Curry sits this one out. I also don't think we're going to see Draymond Green. He's played the last two games. He had the injury issues earlier in the season. If they don't play, then I think the Warriors could really blow him out. Or I'm sorry, I think the Kings could really blow him out. I think the Kings could cover this line even if they do play. But since I think at least Draymond's going to be out, I'll take the Kings -2.5.
Yeah, to back you up on SportsLine, this is a graded A pick in our simulations. So that's exactly where we want to be, is on the Kings. All right, let's stay in the NBA. Next game on the board, we're going to M Squared. Mavericks, Rockets, Houston, giving one, 8 Eastern, NBA TV. Mike, give it to me.
Yeah, like Mr. B said, in the NBA, what matters most is taking advantage of situational spots. This is a rough spot for the Mavericks as they're on the second night of a road back-to-back. To make matters worse, Luka Doncic is questionable. They cannot afford to lose him. I don't think they're going to be super risky with him. I know James Harden is questionable on the other side. However, losing Harden is not the same as losing Luka to these two teams. John Wall will step up and play very well if Harden is unable to play in this game. So I will also be looking at some of the player props on John Wall. They're not out yet at most books, but as they are posted at William Hill, you can bet I will be heading over there and grabbing John Wall assists, rebounds, and point total props, as even if Harden is limited, he's still going to be able to get to this number against the Dallas Mavericks on the second night of a back-to-back.
All right, very good. We're going to stay in the NBA for our third game on the board. We're going to go to the Maestro. It's the Hornets and the 76ers. Philly giving 9.5, the total at 219. This is a 7 Eastern tip. Maestro, what do you like?
Well, these two teams just played a couple of days ago, and somehow they generated 239 points, 16 three-pointers made by Philly. But it was a real outlier. I mean, Philly is number one in defensive efficiency. Charlotte is also top half of the league. I think they revert to form, familiarity, and I'm going under.
All right, very good. And don't forget, if you're just watching us for the first time, I'll have all the picks recapped at the end of the show. Okay, moving on to our props of the day, and we're going to stay in the NBA. Mr. B, we're going to you. What do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to stay right in that Warriors-Kings game. I'll go Harrison Barnes over 14.5 points. I'm actually kind of surprised the line set that low. He plays a lot. He's averaging 36 minutes a night. He scored at least 19 points in a game 3 times this season. Two key stats why you want to grab the over with Barnes here is that the Warriors are playing at the second fastest pace in the league, and they're averaging almost 100, allowing almost 124 points a game. So Barnes could really go off in this contest.
Larry, go ahead. What do you like today in your prop?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Colin Sexton under 7.5 rebounds plus assists. He's gone under this number every game this season, and they haven't adjusted it low enough. It started at 9.5, this prop for rebounds and assists. It's gone down to 7.5. I think it should be more around 6.5 or 6. The guy's a pure scorer, does not look to pass too much. He's averaging 5.7 combined rebounds and assists. Go under.
Yeah, that Cavs Magic game is 7 Eastern. At some point, people are going to wake up on the Cavs and these really good young talents that they have playing for this team in Cleveland. Okay, let's go to the college hardwood now. And M Squared, you're back up. We're going Wyoming at Fresno State. Fresno State giving 2.5. The total set at 143, a 9 Eastern tip. What do you like?
Yeah, this is another spot I want to look at Fresno State. So these two teams matched up just a few days ago. Fresno State was favored. They failed to cover as they lost the game outright. However, we're going right back to them here. This is a pretty big model edge as I have them minus 5.1 in the model. The last game, they shot very poorly from the free throw line, only 30% from three. Look for them to obviously understand this Wyoming team that they're matching up with again in this spot. And at home here, they're not going to shoot quite as poorly as they did in the last game. So give me Fresno State. I think they're going to easily cover the spread tonight.
Now, you just heard Mikey say model. Now, he's not talking about models. He's talking about the SportsLine simulation models. Now, if you're not a SportsLine member yet, go and open an account right now. Use the promo code EDGE. We're going to give you 30 days for free. Give all our best cappers the best bets and also all the simulations for every sport that have been killing it this year. Okay, our last play of the day. And when we look at games and we look at value, my goodness, we rarely have a team that is doing what Drake is doing. Maestro, you've been on them all season. Tell me what you like here.
Well, sometimes, Coach, someday, Coach, they're not going to cover. The Drake Bulldogs are not going to cover, but I'm going to pay to see it. I mean, it's 10-0 against the number, covering by over 11 points a game. Yesterday, they were laying 11.5 to the Salukis, a very good team out of their conference, and they won by 18. They were down 20-10, and then they dominated from that point forward. Again, we're laying 11, same team, same spot. The next day, I'm going to pay to see it with this Drake team. They were picked 7th in their conference, and they have a mission. They're on a mission to prove everyone wrong, and I just love watching them. So I'm going to lay it again with Drake.
It's been kind of weird watching these back-to-back games, but with COVID and with travel, this is the new normal, at least for this season. So don't get scared away because it's the same two teams a couple of days in a row. Okay, it's that time. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. It's time for a full recap from 3 of the best cappers in the world. All right, Mr. B. He's on the Kings minus 2.5. That's a grade A play at SportsLine. He also likes in that game Harrison Barnes over 14.5 points. M Squared likes the Rockets -1. They are playing at home and against the Mavericks. And he also likes any John Wall props that you can find. Let's play him later today. And also in college basketball, Fresno State minus 2.5. And finally, the Maestro. He is on the Hornets 76ers under 219. His prop bet in the NBA, Colin Sexton, under 7.5 rebounds and assists. And he loves Drake, who is 10-0 against the spread so far this year, and they're giving 10.5 as well. All right, you've got your mission, and we have ours. For M Squared, for Mr. B, for the Maestro, Larry Hartstein, and Jacob the Jeweler, our producer, puts this entire diamond together. We do it all in 10 minutes or less. I am your leader, the coach. Let's take it straight to the pay window. And always remember, this is the only place for your daily early edge.